Hello everyone, I hope you are safe and well. It's Monday the 22nd of June 2020. It's hard to believe that this is broadcast number 14 since the COVID-19 crisis began back in March. During this week, we will be preparing our two churches to reopen next Monday the 29th of June on a phased basis. Initially, we hope to reopen for private prayer each day from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then for weekday and Sunday Mass, first in St. Kevin's and then in St. Killian's. As I explained before, St. Kevin's is much easier to organise, to respect the norms, and we have the webcam there. What will in fact happen depends on enough volunteers being available for each church to steward and to clean after each use. During this week, along with the parish team, I hope to assess the possibilities based on the number of volunteers who have signed up. Reopening our two churches at whatever stage depends on our capacity to render the premises safe for the public, as laid down by government norms. We hope to reopen both churches for private prayer next Monday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mass will be celebrated at 10 a.m. in St. Kevin's as usual, but behind closed doors and broadcast on webcam. If you decide to come for private prayer to either of our two churches next week or thereafter while the pandemic restrictions apply, please be aware of the following guidelines. Check if you should be going to church. Just because the doors are open does not mean that it is safe for you to go in. Do not come to church if you have any of the symptoms associated with COVID-19. Before you leave home to go to church, wash your hands properly, bring with you sanitizer and face covering, and remember what 2 meters looks like. Car parking in the church grounds will be restricted, so walk if you can. There will be separate entrance and exit doors. In other words, there will be a one-way system in operation. When you come to the church porch, look out for signage. Read and follow the instructions. Put on your face covering. A steward will be present to help with orderly entrance. Doors will be left open to help the air to circulate. Holy water fonts are empty and not in use. Use the hand sanitizer provided if you don't have your own. You will be shown to a marked seat in front of the altar. Stay in the seat you are shown to. Please do not move about. Be aware that toilets are closed until further notice. A steward will be present to help you with orderly exit through the exit door. The church building will be sanitized after use. The restrictions imposed by the pandemic are severe, but we need to remember that they are there for the common good. The virus is still out there and is silent, invisible, and deadly. The health experts tell us that there are 4 measures we can take to help mitigate our chances of getting the virus. 1, keep the 2-meter distance from each other. 2, wash and sanitize our hands frequently. 3, practice respiratory etiquette when coughing, sneezing, etc. 4, wear a face covering to control the spread of droplets. Personal responsibility is the key to how to keep ourselves and each other safe as we take this longed-for step of reopening our churches. Reopening our two churches gives the whole parish family an opportunity to pull together in a new way. At the beginning of this video, there was an image of the pyramidal orchid. By letting the grass grow at St. Kevin's, we found some there. The image at the end of this video is of a cluster of 8 pyramidal orchids in the long grass by my house. They are just beginning to bloom. After a week or so, I expect they will have a very rich, vibrant, delightful purple colour. They remind me of hidden treasure. Perhaps we thought we knew what there was to know until unexpectedly something new and spectacular appeared. That could be an image of where we find ourselves now despite the pandemic. God will find a way to unfurl new wonders for us despite the restrictions we have had to endure. At a time of disaster, God spoke to his people of old through the prophet Jeremiah. For I know what plans I have in mind for you, declares the Lord. Plans for peace, not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Sometime later, God spoke through his son Jesus, who said repeatedly, do not be afraid, just have faith. There is so much to know that we don't know about the mystery of life. Thank you for listening. Until next time, Slán agus Beannacht.